And Mom is going to leave again because she hates us. She said she loves us and you, all of you who are watching.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Megan.
I'm Josh. Dad's a little tipsy. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our own blend of Old Forester 1915. You might be asking yourself, what the hell was Old Forester 1915? That is 1910 and 1920 blended together. So it's a 50-50 blend. It should be very simple. So I'm just going to take this. We have our own little cork. Slap it up there. 50% 1910, 50% 1920. That's simple, right, hon?
Yeah, seems like it.
So 1910 is old fine whiskey. This is 1920 Prohibition style. So on our custom label, I had it say old Prohibition style. 1915, it should be roughly 104 proof. We do have a hydrometer somewhere. So we're gonna do it very simply. Dad's gonna take a nap over there. So we need 50-50. And that is actually how he sleeps. I hope that came through on camera. So it should be 325 milliliters of 1910 and 325 milliliters of 1920. Dad, is my math correct?
That would be 650.
Oh, 375 of each.
Okay, that would be 750.
I'm dumb.
No, math just isn't his strong suit.
I know what to do, I just don't do the right thing.
Well, you'll do it right, you just won't explain it right.
Exactly.
I'll just watch you like a hawk.
I should have gotten like everything I needed for this.
While Josh is getting everything ready, you know what they like to say. Subscribe.
Yep.
Please.
What else?
Hit that notification bell.
What else?
Like this video.
What else?
Leave us a good old comment.
What should the question of the day be?
If you could make your own blend, what would be in it?
Good one.
Thank you. I got some good stuff up here sometimes.
So we have 200 mils of 1910 right now. We're gonna go ahead and pour that in.
Did you fill it up or was it just to the 200 line? Because it's
just to the 200 line.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm
gonna keep tabs on you.
I'm gonna be very careful here that I don't screw it up.
Well, if you like them both, I'm sure you can't screw it up.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little more here. Now we're gonna get 175, which is perfectly marked here. We'll let the bubbles clear a little bit. Does that look level to that line?
Maybe just a tiny bit under, but it's still bouncing around a little bit, so I think you'll be all right.
So 1910 is double oaked bourbon because I believe the story is in 1910 Old Forester had a fire. And in order to save as many barrels as they possibly could, they drained them into secondary barrels. So that is how Old Forester 1910, today's version, became a thing. So that's about half full.
Yeah.
Roughly, maybe a little more. But we came to the conclusion that during our first blend of making our own custom, that I think they do give you a little bit more than 750 mils.
I mean, sometimes what you're paying for it, every little bit counts. So
what she said.
Good juice, though.
What she said. Now, 1920 is a lot of people's absolute favorite bourbon as far as shelf sitters go. Right, honey?
Yeah, whatever he said. Megan doesn't know, so.
We're just gonna mix this up. So this is 200 here. I got a little bit on my fingers. Don't want to make a mess here.
So what does that thing do that you brought over? Measures the...
The proof.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I was like,
Yep. So this should be about 104 proof.
how does it do it?
That's a great question, and I am not sciencey enough to answer that question for you.
Okay.
But it's weighted at the bottom with what looks like ball bearings.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, it's the buoyancy. Dad, do you know? Do you know
What?
how a hydrometer works?
I think it does work off of buoyancy.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
So it doesn't matter how much you put in there, it's where they float to.
Yeah. So it'll measure out to the liquid line up here. So this is 50 proof. So it should be just 2 notches above 50 is where it should be. So this should be about 104 proof total, which is a 52% ABV.
Okay.
So we get 200 of the 1920. That looks like the 175.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can go ahead and cork that bad boy back up. And then get this mixed and blended.
A good steady hand there.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Considering I've been drinking all day, I'd say that's high praise. Oh, that's right about to the fill line. I think that many distilleries would be happy with. Right at the neck. Alrighty. Give that bad boy a little shake. Drop it down in there. And now, this is supposed to be done in the graduated cylinder, but screw that. If you can do it right in here, we'll let it kind of find its point here. And yep, right above the 50. Just at 100, yep, just barely shy of 105 proof, so 104.
Okay. When you explained it, that was not what I was expecting to happen, but that's
Yes,
neat.
it floats to the line.
Got it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought different, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I've learned now. I've been taught.
So we will let it drip out of there, place it onto our paper towel, cork this bad boy up.
You're not going to try it?
No, Dad and I are going to do that on a separate, or if you would like to, you can try it with me.
I mean, I can, but no promises.
You haven't been in a video in a while. Maybe you should be our guinea pig.
It probably is not going to be an accurate representation, but I'm
That doesn't
down.
matter.
Okay.
So there it is, folks. 1915. We'll see you here in a few minutes when we try it.
Again?
Dad's off camera sipping a little something different, but right now we are sipping our blend of 1915. That's Old Forester 1910 and Old Forester 1920 blended together. It's nothing new. Anybody who's got both bottles, I'm sure, have made their own blend of it at one point or another. So we're going to sit down and we're going to give it a go.
Ooh. Smells pretty good.
It does smell nice. Nice and sweet.
It's like fresh coffee in the morning.
Yeah, it does really have a little bit of a ground coffee there.
I could go for some of that right now.
Yeah. So it's 104 proof. The math checks out to 104 proof. I did all that many weeks ago, and then we just did the hydrometer on camera to check out just a hair above 50% ABV, which is 100 proof. 2 little notches above, which is 104 proof.
I'm sorry, this smells like a Werther's.
It does have like a little bit of a butterscotch caramel, hard candy, like old school classic candy smell to it.
I don't know why, but it like reminds me of my grandparents.
A little,
Like they just got that candy sitting around.
it's like a mothball in the wardrobe. It's got a very nice, very sweet nose to it. A little bit of oak. Nothing too crazy.
No, it's not very strong. Like,
Yeah, the 1920 base itself is fairly oaky, fairly proofy. It's 115 proof. The 1910 is 90 proof. It's a double oak bourbon. So this is kind of giving you the best of both worlds with a little bit of a higher proof profile with that double oak sweetness from the 1910.
So when it's double oaked, isn't it harsher?
It
Or is
could.
this sweet? Okay.
In some cases, it can be. It kind of depends. Woodford double oaked, that's what they're most popular for. It's their best selling product. They age it for about 6 years. Then they take it out. They put it into a secondary barrel from anywhere between 6 to 12 months. So their profile is anywhere from 6.5 to 7. Occasionally it gets a little higher than that, closer to 8 sometimes. Very rare for that to happen because they do taste it quite regularly.
Cool.
Why don't we go ahead and sip this nice blend of 1915.
All right. Definitely more oaky.
Yes. Oakier than our last
Yes.
pour. It's got that nice rich vanilla. It's got a little bit of that butterscotch that came through on the nose. Nice little bit of pepper spice. More of an allspice blend with the pepper. Overall, fairly good. I don't know if I could say I like it more than a 1910 or 1920. It really does take the best of both and put them together. It's a nice midpoint in proof, because I do believe the highest proof other than 1920 is the 1897, which is their bottled and bond at 100 proof. So it's nice to see a little bit higher of a proof from the Whiskey Row series. This is pretty nice. This is pretty nice.
I haven't tried the other one, so I can't compare.
You have had 1910.
Oh gosh, it's probably been a while, so I don't
Probably
really
a year.
remember. But yeah, it's a little bit more intense. It smells much better to me than it does
It's
taste-wise.
much oakier than what
Yes.
you're used to.
And it's a flavor I'm still coming around to. So it's okay, but not my favorite. But I'm
What-
going to try one more sip and kind of see.
Okay, well, while you take that final sip, I'm going to give this, again, a solid B. I mean, I think most of the Old Forester Whiskey Row series are going to be in that B category for me. They're the 1870, they're 90 proofer, more of a C+. So this is better than that. And I think I'd say it's right there in between the 1910 and 1920 for me. 1920 is probably a B+, 1910 is probably a B-. So this sitting right there in the B category for me is a nice pour. I definitely recommend trying this.
I'm picking up a little bit more of what you were saying, the spices, the peppery. I mean, it does coat very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Does have
But
a
it-
very long finish.
And I feel it a lot more like all over versus just in one specific spot. But still not my favorite. It's not awful, but C minus maybe. Yeah,
Well,
teetering in that direction.
A C from the non-bourbon lady.
I don't mind trying it, but I don't know how long it's going to take me to come around to the oak. It's just,
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
We just got to get you drinking bourbon on a semi-regular basis. And you're like, ugh.
some of
Please
it I don't
don't.
mind, gosh, it's great.
She loves the Kasha bourbon. The Morning Glory from that's Dad barfing off camera.
So, if they don't like it, I like it, and vice versa.
It's
so
an interesting
we're working to meld it
perspective
together.
to have. So, guys, thanks so much for hanging out here with us today.
Like great bourbon, their videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.